Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Kali.Alexandria and today I am so stoked for this video because I am going to be doing a rhinoplasty Q&A. So if you guys are new to my channel and haven't seen my videos yet, you would know that I just got my nose job. I got a rhinoplasty and that was about 2.5 weeks ago, so it's still so new. And I do apologize because my upper lip is still super stiff. I've talked about it on my Instagram a lot, but I can't fully teeth smile yet just because it's so sensitive still, because it was literally 2.5 weeks ago. So if I am like talking different, or if I sound congested, or if like I'm trying to smile and it doesn't work too well, that is why. But I wanted to finally get back into filming some sit down videos for you guys. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel because I post new videos Wednesdays and Sundays. And then also give this video a like and comment if you guys are getting rhinoplasty, or if you're thinking about it, or if you've always wanted a nose job. Let me know, and make sure you check out my whole rhinoplasty playlist on my channel. I have a couple different videos, and then I'm also going to be filming some videos like in the future and just like updates and whatnot. But I hope you guys would stick around and yeah, hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the questions. It is so weird being back on camera. I am so excited about it. I really finally feel like I'm getting my life back. I mean, it really didn't go anywhere, but it was, you know, I was recovering for the past couple weeks, so I'm finally excited to be back and sitting down and filming with this camera. But I do have some notes for this Q&A, and I kind of wrote all the questions down that were asked. So I thought I would start off with a super basic question and just talk about what a rhinoplasty is, because I didn't realize that a lot of people actually don't know what it is whenever I'm talking about it, just like in like public or family, friends, if like it happens to come up. A lot of people are like, what's a rhinoplasty? And that's just the technical medical term for a nose job. So I got a nose job 2.5 weeks ago, and I want to be so open about it, and I have shared it on my Instagram, my social media. I have shared it with everybody. I am not hiding anything, and I don't want to hide anything because I mean, a lot of my life is on the internet, and hiding something this big would just be insane to me. So I am not gonna hide anything. I'm gonna be telling you guys everything. Like, even at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how much the rhinoplasty was, how much I paid for it. Yeah, a rhinoplasty is just a nose job, and it's pretty much just like reconstructing your nose, just cosmetically. It's a cosmetic procedure. Insurance did not cover it. I wish it did, but it didn't. This was solely my choice, my decision. I wanted to do this, and I put myself in this position to do this. So the next question is how I chose my surgeon. So a lot of research that I did before I got my nose done, and like before I really started looking, I kind of just watched a lot of videos online, looked at a lot of forums, and everybody repeatedly kept saying, shop around for your surgeon, make sure you go to different consultations, and make sure you know it's the right person to go to. Well, I'm a little different because I did go in for my consultation February of 2019. So it has been a whole year from that point I went in for the first time for that consultation to the point where I actually got it done. And I literally got it done in February of 2020. So it's a whole entire year to decide and choose that I really wanted to do this. But I chose my surgeon because I had previously went to the med spa that's attached to the plastic surgery office. I had a hydrofacial done, I got microneedling done, I got my Botox done there, and I just knew how amazing and how his reputation was. So if you guys aren't familiar, I went to Nyack Plastic Surgery. I went to Dr. Nyack. He's located in St. Louis, Missouri. That is like 50 minutes from where I am right now, so it is really close. And I do want to say I did have another consultation with a surgeon around that same time, but I didn't end up going. I actually canceled it after I went to go see Nyack Plastic Surgery and had my consultation there because I didn't need to look anywhere else, because Dr. Nyack is named one of the top doctors in America. Like, it was just something that I automatically knew that I wanted to go to him because his reputation was so good. I had known 2 other people who had went to him, so it was pretty much like word of mouth. It was social media. I had already followed them. I had been there. I knew his reputation. I knew his history. So that's kind of like what I looked for. But if you guys aren't from the area I'm in, then I would suggest make sure you do your research, because you need to go with somebody that knows what they're doing and that is really good, because this is your face. You don't want to like accidentally go to somebody who's not good and then have to get revision rhinoplasty, and then it costs you more and it's just more of a headache and you don't like it, all this stuff. Like, a lot of things could like go wrong if you went to somebody who wasn't good and reputable. So I just recommend definitely looking in your area, Googling, look at reviews, see their previous work. Definitely take a look at that, talk to them. But yeah, that was like a really long version of why I chose him. But I'm just so passionate about him and like his team and what they did for me and what they do for other people. So yeah. Okay, the next question is, was your doctor STL bound? So I'm assuming a local girl asked this, but yes, he is in St. Louis. He's in Frontenac, Missouri, if you guys are from the area. And I will also be leaving him below, so you guys can check him out through there as well. Okay, the next question is why I chose to get the nose job originally. So this, I don't know, like, it has always been something in the back of my mind. I was around like 13 or 14, and that's like the time you start realizing like your appearance and stuff. And I knew about my nose. I knew my nose had that dorsal hump. If you guys haven't watched my videos and stuff, I will do a little before and after. I'll insert that. But I had the dorsal hump on my nose here, and then whenever I smiled, my nose kind of drooped down a little bit, and I just didn't like it. And I knew I was gonna get a rhinoplasty or a nose job, but it was just a matter of when. Whether that was 5 years from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, I just didn't know when, but I knew I was gonna just like bite the bullet and do it. It was just a matter of when. How did you feel about the recovery? It was easy. It was so easy, and I don't want to speak for every single person for this, but I had anticipated that I would be in pain, I would be in so much discomfort, I would just be miserable, I would be depressed. Like, I just kind of prepared. Like, I know that sounds awful, but I just prepared for the worst, and compared to that, it was incredibly easy. My recovery went so well. I was just, like, I don't want to say I was having a blast, but guys, I was having a blast because I had wanted this for so long, and it finally happened. I was finally getting what I had manifested, what I had wanted. So I think I was just like super excited about it, and I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize my nose. So I followed like all the directions. I did exactly what they told me. And yeah, it was just all around a good recovery. I don't want to speak for everybody because I know a lot of people have a lot of different experiences, but this was something that I was just over the moon for. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I like do not want to put it out there like that. Like, I don't want to speak for everybody, but my recovery was really good. Okay, so this girl had asked a couple of different questions, so I'm just going to read it. But she just said, what is it like to get put to sleep? How do they do it? Do you get sleepy, or is it more like wide awake to instantly out? Could you have stayed awake if you would have tried, or is it impossible? Haha, basically, whichever part you remember, it would be super helpful. So I didn't realize how big of like an anticipation that what this was for other people. I didn't really think twice about the anesthesia and getting put out. I was more concerned then about the recovery and if I was gonna be able to get back to work. I know that sounds like really weird, but being self-employed, like, you think about your work all the time. So that was my main concern. I wasn't really concerned about the anesthesia, but that's how they do it. You're under deep sedation. Obviously, you're not going to remember it. But as for what it's like being put to sleep, it was just so easy. So I went into the OR, which is the operating room, and I just remember 3 different nurses were just tag teaming me, and one was putting my legs up, one was putting my IV in, one was doing something else, and it was a breeze. So I just remember, like, when I was laying on the table there, I asked the nurse, and I was like, so when am I gonna fall asleep? Because I had realized the IV was in. And she was like, okay, yeah, you're gonna fall asleep in under 60 seconds. So then I was like, okay, awesome. And then we were talking about like flying and vacationing and stuff. So I just like made a joke, and this is just my humor. I don't know, like I'm making jokes before I go into surgery. I don't know, but I just told him, I'm like, alright guys, I'll be in the Bahamas, I'll see you later. And then I just felt this like rush of like anesthesia just like take over my body, and then I was out, and then I woke up in recovery, and it was just the easiest thing ever. So I would say definitely don't be scared for being put out. And I know it's definitely a really scary thought, but if you go to somebody really good and reputable and they do this all the time, I don't think you should be scared at all, because they do this day in and day out and they went to school for it. But how do they do it? It's anesthesia, and then you don't really get sleepy. Like all of a sudden you're just like talking, and then you fall asleep and you don't remember from there. And yeah, they're trained and they like know they have, like, you have to be asleep, so they're monitoring you the whole time. But yeah, no, you can't stay awake. That's pretty much impossible. You can't like try to fight it, because you're not gonna stay awake. But I hope that was helpful. Yeah, that was like the last thing on my mind that day. But yeah, I wouldn't be scared for that. If you go to somebody really good that knows what they're doing, there should never be a problem. Okay, I love this question. It says, what did they never tell you about beforehand that was a surprise to you? So there's a couple different things, but I would say that the pain level was very minimal for me. I don't think I was really ever in an ounce of like pain, and I don't know if that was just because like the recovery and like the medicines and stuff that I was on, but the pain level was easy. The level of discomfort was pretty big in the first week, and then it started getting better. And then also, this might be TMI, but the last surgery that I had gotten was my wisdom teeth. And I guess I just don't remember this part, and this was like 8 years ago, but the poop situation, and I'm sorry if this is TMI, but if you guys are getting this done, like, I mean, I feel like you should maybe be warned. But the poop situation and you just being a regular is not going to happen for a couple days, and like you pretty much need to take stool softener. So yeah, don't underestimate that. I knew a lot of people had said to get it, but I didn't really understand the extent of why. So make sure you guys are on stool softener, because that's gonna help you a lot. And I'm gonna make another video about 10 things I wish I knew before I got this rhinoplasty, or like however many things whenever I total it up, but I will leave that for that. I have a story for you guys. Oh, the next question is, where are your incisions? So I have an incision under my nose here, and it is actually very hard to see because I didn't realize this beforehand, but whenever I went in for my 1-week follow-up, Dr. Nayak had said that he makes the incision under your nose in like a V and not straight across, because you can't see it as much. And a lot of people who come up to me, they honestly like say they can't tell where the incision was, but that is the only incision that I have. Next question is, did you love Nayak? I have been looking into him too and want to know your experience. Well, I hope these videos for sure helped you, because I feel like if someone had done these videos with a specific surgeon that I was going to, it would have been a massive help. But yes, I loved going to Dr. Nayak and his team. They were all amazing. From my first consultation to my post-op, they were just unreal amazing. You cannot steer wrong with them and their team. What did you eat when recovering? So the first week, I loved eating a lot of crushed bananas. I think I ate like 2 a day. It was insane. And then I also had some soup, but a lot of times like your taste buds aren't going to be there, and I just wasn't hungry that first week, and I don't know if that was just because of like the medications and like the pain meds I was on. I just did not have that much of an appetite, but I had like smoothies, soups, crushed banana, and then yeah, I started eating like little bits of regular food, just like very slowly around like day 6 or so. So that was nice, but yeah, pretty much just like really soft foods. When will you be able to work out? So I will be able to work out after 3 weeks. That is when I could start easing back into my routine. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be doing burpees and jumping around and running yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and ease back into my routine around the 3-week mark. Can you breathe out of your nose? So no, you cannot breathe out of your nose. I can't remember the exact time frame where I will be able to breathe again, but I feel like this is so weird. But yeah, I could not breathe out of my nose like at all. But now that we're like 2.5 weeks out, I just feel so good. And it's the weirdest thing. Like, I was going to smell a lotion the other day from Bath and Body Works, and I like forgot I couldn't smell, but I kind of like breathed in the lotion through my mouth, and then I could kind of smell it. And I didn't know you could smell like through your mouth. Like, is that a thing? I don't know. This is a good question. And did you tell them how you wanted it to look, or did you say just do your thing? And then also a similar question. So did you show them a picture and say, can you make my nose look like this? Love it, by the way. Well, thank you. But I sort of did. Like, I went into the consultation and I knew what I had wanted, but mainly I really wanted my dorsal hump gone so my nose wouldn't droop down when I had smiled, because I just didn't like the way my profile looked, and especially because like I do some modeling and I'm on the camera a lot. Like, it's just something that just really bugged me, and I pretty much knew I wanted that. I did have a picture of Hannah G from The Bachelor, actually. I can't remember which picture it was, but I know she was like looking to the side and her nose is super cute. But the thing is, like, they had told me, like, I had pulled up one picture and he just knew exactly what I was looking for. Just like, he just knows, like, he's that good. He just like knew exactly what I wanted just by like looking at my nose, which I feel like there's so many different situations for rhinoplasty, and yeah, he just knew, and I kind of just had that picture and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then he was remolding my like face on the computer. They have like this 3D technology. It's insane. It's really cool. And he kind of was like, this is what I think would look the best on your frame, because if I had Hannah G's nose, it wouldn't look good on my face and like just how my body is structured. Like, you want to like enhance your own nose to the way that it'll look best for you. But yeah, anyway, like Hannah G's nose, if you guys watch The Bachelor, wouldn't have looked good on my face, because she kind of has like that droop a little bit and then it kind of points, and my face, my like nose would just, it wouldn't look right for my face, if that makes sense. So basically he just took out the hump and then made sure it doesn't point down and droop when I smiled. That was like my main thing, and I just really trusted him. Like, honestly, if he told me to like jump off a bridge, I probably would, like just jokes, but like everything he said, like I trusted his opinion because he's done it for so long. So anything that he like had told me that he thinks would look good on my face, I was kind of like, okay, perfect. Was your family supportive? Oh, we're getting into the juicy questions now. So yes, my family was incredibly supportive, and at first, like, I had told them last year when I first went in for my consultation, I kind of just nonchalantly told them what I was doing, and they always knew that I had issues. I don't want to say issues because it was never like a huge thing with my nose. They knew I didn't like the hump on it, and yeah, I kind of just nonchalantly told them like, oh, I'm gonna go in and see this doctor and see like how much this rhinoplasty is gonna cost, see if this is something that I really want to do, and just get their take on it. And then I also wanted to go in and ask them about chin implants, because my jaw is not actually aligned. And back whenever I had braces and stuff, I was going to get this surgery that was to align my jaw, and it was either that or wearing a splint, which is basically just like a retainer at night. But we didn't end up getting the surgery because that was right before I went off to college, and it was just such a big surgery that I didn't want to do at that time. So I was asking him if like a chin implant would look better, or like, since I had a little bit of TMJ, I really don't anymore, I was just asking him like, would a chin implant work? Would it help me? And that's when he pretty much said like he doesn't think that I absolutely need that, and it's not like I don't have a severe case of it, so that was good. But yeah, anyway, that is like what I had told my parents. I'm like, I'm just gonna get this doctor's opinion and see what he can do for me. Finally, in October of 2019, I had scheduled my rhinoplasty for February of 2020, and I had made that decision myself, and I pretty much like just took the route of telling my parents that I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm 22. I think if I would have been like 18 or something, it would have been a lot different, but I had just graduated college, and practically my dad had told me that I could do anything I wanted after I graduated college and got my degree, which I'm pretty sure he was talking about job-wise, but it's the same with plastic surgery, right? But I do think that since I have my own business and like I do my own taxes, I'm self-employed, like I think they kind of realize that like I'm being responsible about it, because last February I just remember talking to them after the consultation. Like, I came home and I was just standing in their room, and I had practically said, I really want this, but I think right now, for my particular situation, it would be living out of my means. I think I'm gonna wait on it, and I kind of made that like responsible decision because it's a lot of money. Like, it is a lot of money to do plastic surgery, but at the same time, like, I knew, like, again, I wanted to do this, whether it's gonna be 5 years from now or a year from now. So finally, like, that, like, it had kind of tapered off like last year, and then finally in October I was kind of in a state where I was in like the perfect position to get it done. Like, I was finishing up school, I had gotten like some other scholarships, it was good. So they had kind of like known about that, and like just like the responsibility of me like knowing like what I'm doing, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like, I want to put it in the best way possible, but I think that helped. And then another person who is really close to me, whose opinion that I value, is my grandpa, and I had told him, and he was pretty much like, yeah, okay, and then started to tell me a story about how he broke his nose like 50 years ago. But sorry, that was kind of long, but yes, they have fully supported me, and like, my mom and dad are great. I'm really close to them, but my dad really stepped up and helped me so much. Whenever I was recovering, he would tell me exactly when I need to take my medicine, tell me to ice. Like, I really think the recovery went so good was because of him, and he would literally make me ice my face. Like, we would tell Alexa, like, set timer for 20 minutes. I would ice, set timer for 20 minutes, wait, and then ice. And honestly, like, it was kind of annoying at first, and I didn't want to do it just because, like, I was just lazy. But yeah, he really stepped up. And sorry, I'm like tying my pants right now, but he really stepped up, and I'm just so grateful. And he helped me film like my cast removal and stuff, and my mom was right there with him. But yeah, my dad just paid attention to everything I was supposed to do and what I was not supposed to do whenever I was in recovery and I was still coming down off of the anesthesia. So I'm just so grateful for them and their help throughout all of this. How did your boyfriend take it? Did you guys talk about when you were choosing? Did you guys talk about it when you were choosing to do it? Yeah. So if you guys don't know me, then you probably don't know that I'm like a really driven, strong, and independent, and this was my decision. Like, I do value everybody else's opinion that is close to me, but ultimately I am just like, if I want something, I think I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm going to do it. If I want something, I am going to do it. He had known for so long that I wanted to do this, and he was really supportive with it. But yeah, it was never something that I had to ask for his approval, because I don't think it should be like that. If it's something that it's gonna make you feel good, like, your significant other should always be supportive of it, and if they're not, then I would probably reevaluate that relationship. Next one, did you feel like the pineapple juice helped with bruising? Yes, and I would say that arnica gel and pineapple juice really helped my bruising, and of course the icing that my dad made me do, like, literally amazing. Like, I already love pineapple in general and pineapple juice, so I was just excited to drink it. So I would drink like one of the 8-ounce cans every day, sometimes twice a day, and I do think that helped with bruising, because I didn't realize how much my bruising had went down. Like, I was done with bruising the day I went in for my cast removal, and I guess that's not the case with a lot of people. I didn't realize that, but a lot of people bruise like for 3 weeks, but I was done with bruising like on day 6 or day 7, which was amazing. But I think I do want to say that it did help with my bruising. What is the recovery time? So I did have the cast on for 1 week, and then they say like you can pretty much go back to work like that week, just like depending like if you want to go back to work with a cast on your face. I didn't really care about like going out with a cast on my face because I was just so excited about what had just happened that I really didn't care what other people had thought. Okay, so my camera just cut me off because I was filming for way too long, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up these questions so this video is not like 40 minutes long. But I was talking about the recovery time. So I did have the cast on for a week, and then the recovery time, like it's kind of different because a rhinoplasty takes a really long time to heal from. So technically, like I am still really swollen, and I think that like it's insane how like they say it's just gonna keep getting better and better. Your nose is just gonna keep looking better and better, and I think that is like the coolest thing ever. But the full effect, like the full recovery, the full result of your rhinoplasty does take 1 year, but obviously like I'm good right now, and it's gonna just keep getting better and better. The swelling is gonna go down a lot, and then my nose will start feeling like more back to normal within the next couple months. But yeah, like the full result is 1 year. Did you pay for it yourself, or did your parents help you? So I paid for this myself. Since it was cosmetic, like I said before, insurance did not cover it. I'm sure if like you get a septoplasty or something, in some situations insurance can cover it, but I just got it specifically just for cosmetic purposes. But I paid for it myself. My parents did not help me at all with it, and I am just so happy that I was able to make this decision and do this. Okay, the moment everybody has been waiting for. How much did I pay for my rhinoplasty? And I do want to say that a rhinoplasty, whenever you're getting it, it differs for your situation. So for my specific situation, I will tell you guys exactly how much I paid for mine, but the range for a rhinoplasty with Dr. Nyack as of right now is anywhere from $11,000 to $14,000, and I want you guys to remember that he is one of the best doctors for this in America, so he is going to be a little bit more pricey than, you know, another doctor. But again, like, this is your face, you want to go with a quality doctor. So that is the range, and you guys want to know exactly how much I paid for my surgery. Let me get the paperwork. For my surgery, I paid $12,462.55. There you go, almost $12,500 for my nose. Thank you very much. But yeah, I just want to keep reiterating, my situation is so different than somebody else's situation. Somebody might need less work than me, somebody might need more work than me, and just the extent of what you need could just vary in pricing. But that is how much I was quoted last February, but just know the range is 11 to 14K for Dr. Nyack at the moment. But if you guys are wanting to get a rhinoplasty from him, definitely get your consultation in. Their team is amazing, he's amazing, and I just want to thank them so much. I am so excited. I have no regrets at all, and thank you guys so much for supporting me. All of your messages have literally just made my whole life. Like, I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys for sending me a message and showing your support. But that concludes this Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel because I post Wednesdays and Sundays, and give this video a like. Let me know if you guys are wanting a rhinoplasty as well. Let me know if you guys have any additional questions, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!